Okay, so this is the next song in your book. We just finished up with Ein klein Nachtmusik last week, which you're practicing. We started this guy learning about the tie. I think we talked about this a little bit in our last lesson, but I'll go over it anyway. So a tie, it's actually different than a slur, because a tie, they look like the same shape, right? Here's a slur, here's a tie. But a tie goes between two of the same notes. See how they're both on the top line? A slur goes between different notes. Now, you can't slur two of the same note because the slur is smooth and connected. But I mean, if I'm going to play, sorry, I got crazy zoom going on there. If I'm going to play the same note twice, I'm going to have to lift up my hand, and therefore I can't slur it. So it's one way to kind of distinguish them. So what a tie does is it adds note values together. So you can think of it like a plus sign. So here we have a whole note, which is 4, plus a whole note, so that would be 8 beats in total. So you'd hold the note down and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, one other thing about ties is that you want to count the note value twice. So you want to say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 1, 2, or whatever, because we have different time signatures. So I don't want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for this, because there actually are different time signatures that have 8 beats, and so that could get confusing if you're using a different count. So instead, just take whatever this value is and say that twice when you're counting. So you've got your first tie right here. So using our great big ducks fly away for bass clef, this would be A, so you'd put finger 2 here. So this is middle C, 2 is going on A, so we'd hold that guy. So let's start with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next note there is a B, followed by an A. Now you notice that there's a little line here. That is a slur coming from that B. So going from the B into the A, keeping it connected, more A. Moving on, we've got a B, more A. Not very exciting left hand. More A, B, A, and at the very end there it says you're going to move to a low A. So I've played my B, my A, I'm going to hop my hand down and play my A. If you notice those A's there, the low ones, have that little alligator mouth looking symbol underneath them. Recap, that's called an accent mark, and it means to play those notes a little bit louder than the other notes. So you're going to bring your wrist down a little bit harder on those. So if I'm playing my regular B, A, come down here, I'm going to pull more weight in with my wrist to get those. Okay, so that's your left hand for this song. So moving on to your right hand, we're starting with an interval of a third, which means that we're counting the note we're starting on as 1, skipping over 1, and landing on 3. So you've got a quarter rest, which means we're going to count rest, 2, 3, 4, and your notes for your third is middle C. So let's find middle C on the piano. I go up third, 1, 2, 3, and I have E. So you're going to use 1 and 3 to hold that. Okay, so we'd count rest, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I would go up to F for that note. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming down, these are all steps or intervals of a second. E, D, C, which will into your left hand, like that. Okay, moving on, your hand's not going to move position, but instead of your 1 and 3, our third is now with 2 and 4, playing D and F. So you have rest, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's leading up to G. I'll show you that with my hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then going down. 1, 2, 3, 4. So same as the other pattern, just up one more piano key. Okay, moving on to our next section. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's my C and E third. Next one, switching to my D and F third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This measure, starting on E, going up to F, E, back down to D, E, D, C. I'll show you my hand for that. So those are all intervals of a second or steps. Okay, so now I'm going to play the whole song, and I want you to see if you can count along, or maybe even play along at home. This is what sound like hands together. 1, 2, 3, 4. for that low A. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's your whole song.